Hi, my name is Samara, and this is my creative arts project. So for my first project, I called it the puffer fish. And I would give the children just different, excuse me, different pieces of colored paper, construction paper, for them to be able to create their puffer fish. And I would give them a fork as their painting, or as their paintbrush, excuse me. And I would put a little bit of glue into the paint. I put the paint on a paper plate and I would give it to, the kids throughout the class, maybe their own their own plate, or have them share with a friend. And I would cut out eyes and a mouth for them to use. And so when they paint, the paint already has glue in it, so they would just be able to put down the eyes and the mouth easily wherever they would want to, for it to stay more. So to make their puffer fish, I would give them their fork. Just add a little more paint. I would give them their fork, and they would dip it into the paint, and then they would just stamp it all over their paper to create like the puffer fish's body. And I would talk about what puffer fish look like, the anatomy of a puffer fish, how they go from big to small, the color of puffer fish, show them a picture of what a puffer fish looks like, and yeah, just talk more in depth on what a puffer fish is. And just keep stamping it all over my paper. Keep pressing until I make his little body, or his or her little body. And I would stamp it all over my paper to make his little body. And I would get his eyes, push it down, his mouth, and his other eye. His other eye, and put it down to create a little puffer fish. Yes. And for my next projects, I called it the fishies. I just cut out different fish on a piece on construction paper, and would give it to them, and discuss fish and the anatomy of a fish. Talk about their gills, their scales, how fish breathe underwater, such and such. It would be more of a review, if because we've been doing the whole theme for quite a while now as part of the curriculum. And for their paintbrush, I would give them toilet paper rolls. I would have them put the toilet paper rolls folded up like a heart, or I would give it, I already have it folded up, but give it to them, have them hold it like this. And so when they dip it into the paint, again, they would get their own, excuse me, they would get their own plate of paints or have it share with a friend. And they would dip the toilet paper roll into the paint like this, and then just stamp it on to the fish to make gills or scales. I love glitter. So I would also give the option to the kids at the end if they wanted to add glitter to their fish to make it a little bit more sparkly, a little more fun, just add some pizzazz. I love glitter. Even though it's messy, it's cute. I love it. And just have them do it all over their body. Again, tell them not to be afraid to mix the paint with this one. This one they would be able to mix the paint if they wanted to. And yeah, keep stamping it onto their fish to make the gills. And again, I would add glitter if they wanted the glitter on their fish. And it creates their own little fish gills. And for my last project, I called it ocean foil painting. So I got some, let me add some more blue. I had some aluminum foil, and, you know, I would show them, you know, before I would hand them the aluminum foil, I would show them pictures of the ocean, ask them what lives in the ocean. Again, it would be more of as review. You know, ask what color the ocean is, what color is the seaweed, what color is the coral, you know, all different types of colors that they see in the ocean. And I would rip them off their own piece of aluminum foil for their canvas to paint on. And I got these sponges that I cut up from the Dollar Tree, and they would use the sponge to paint the blue first, and everything else would be finger painting. If they didn't want to finger paint and they still wanted to use the sponge, that's totally fine. But if they wanted to dip their fingers in it to create the fish, or to create a crab, or to create a jellyfish, they would be more than welcome to do so. Finger painting is very messy, but I love it. I think it helps create much more fun for the child. It's much more sensory. They always seem to have more fun with finger painting. Even though it's messy, it's a lot of fun. I like it. So they would get their sponge and dip it into the paint and spread the paint all over the foil. I'm getting it all over the carpet. Oopsies. Put it all over their paper, and I would dip the green for the seaweed, add some seaweed into there. And you just make it more, you know, fun for them, probably by playing music, showing them a little fish video, something, just to make it a little bit more fun. And then I would use my finger to add my fishies. I'm going to put fishies in here. Use my finger. Use another finger to add fishies. And another finger to add my fishies. I'm not a good drawer, but this would be my ocean foil painting. And yeah, just gives a little bit more fun than the basic piece of paper. And that is my creative arts project. Thank you.